Great. So, hello, my name is MacLean-Angus, and I'm from UBC.
And I'm Allen McLean, also from UBC.
So we decided to focus on the philosophy of science, and specifically on Ockham's razor. So,
Yeah, so let's tell you a little bit about what this is. So the philosophy of science is this huge area, and we just decided to pick on one small part of it. And it's an idea. I'm going to read this here because it's kind of complicated. But essentially the idea, it suggests that the simplest explanation to a problem is usually the correct one. And it actually goes a little beyond that. It's also the idea that if you have multiple solutions to a problem, you should choose the simplest one, as long as you achieve the same outcome.
yeah, and there's also a critical qualification of that, saying that all other things have to be equal. So in real practice, this limits things quite a bit. Albert Einstein, I guess, we'll quote him, he said that the supreme goal of all theory is to make the irreducible basic elements as simple and as few as possible without having to surrender the adequate representation of a single datum of experience. So we were trying to think of how that would apply in healthcare.
Yeah, there seems to be a trend, or at least in North America, where you will treat a person, and it's almost a business model of healthcare, you will try to treat a person with the simplest possible solution. And that, to be fair, that may actually be the best way to treat a person. But it made us start to think that perhaps by only focusing on the simplest solution, give a person a pill, cut something out, whatnot, you may not really be tackling the entire problem. And this may be more true in areas like community health or, say, mental health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also even, say, in an acute medical surgical ward where they have a flow sheet and every patient with a knee surgery has the same flow sheet, and you check off the same things for every patient, and it doesn't really take into account the human factor of that patient and where they're emotionally at. And you can't really do a checklist for that because everyone is so individual. So we're just wondering, does this theory work when it's working towards human outcomes? It might work more in, say, an actual business model or in a mathematical model, but when it's people involved, does this really apply?
Yeah, so that's an interesting question we had. We've both enjoyed being in this project. I think we've all contributed. It got me thinking a lot. I just want to show you guys something, because this it seems like in school a lot, especially at the undergraduate level, you spend more time memorizing things than you do thinking about things. But this project involved a lot of thinking, so actually I would recommend this book to people. If you can see that, Why We Make Mistakes. It'll make you think about things, and it's just an interesting book to read.
Yeah. So this is us signing off from UBC.
Yep. Hello to everyone in the UK.
Yeah, and thank you for letting us be a part of this project. It was great.
Bye.